Hi everyone, welcome to today's demo. Today I decided I wanted to share ideas with you about making boxes. I get a lot of customers that come into the shop that are looking to make a really fun, cute little box. Maybe they're making a stationery set, or they're looking to package up some goods that they're either trying to resell or wanting to make like little boxes for their gifts. So I'm going to give you some ideas on things you can do here, or how to make boxes using things I carry here at the shop. So one of the things that I carry is this lightweight chipboard. It kind of feels like a cereal box, like that's kind of the weight. So it's actually pretty sturdy. It's a nice weight for a little kind of gift box. It comes in, the size is 11 by 17, which is actually even larger than this. It's a nice big size. It's like this big. So that's about how big the 11 by 17 is, a little bit larger than this. And it's 40 cents a piece, so it's really inexpensive, and you can make a really cute box from it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you cut down a piece of paper to one size. The next size, it needs to be a 1/16 of an inch smaller on two sides, okay? So as I line these up, the edges are flush here. I don't know if you guys can even see this, but there's hardly even, see how there's that tiny little lip there? That's 1/16 of an inch. And then a little bit on this side as well. Again, you can barely even see. So 1/16 of an inch smaller on two sides, okay? So that's the most important part. So it's gonna be about cutting your paper down to the two sizes. Okay, and again, they can really be any size. It's just that one needs to be 1/16 of an inch smaller on two sides. Then you're gonna score the box. And the scoring of it will determine how deep your box is, okay? So if you have a little item that, say, if you measure it and you're like, wow, that's 2 inches in height, then you need your scoring to be 2 inches, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So we're gonna say our item is 2 inches tall, right? So, or thick, rather. So I'm gonna score it here. Scoring is where you put a fold line in your paper. So I'm gonna score it here at 2 inches. I'm a little off there, but that's okay. 2 inches, 2 inches. Oops. A little bit thicker paper here. 2 inches and 2 inches. Okay. So this little tool here is going into the grooves, right? Because this is a scoreboard. So I'm putting in 2-inch marks on all four sides. I'm gonna take out my other piece of paper and do the exact same thing. So pressing that into the little notch there and pulling towards us. 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 inches. Okay, so we're scoring it the same, right? It doesn't matter the size of the paper. It just determines about how deep that box is. Okay, so now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to do these little cuts. So we're just cutting to that first fold line, okay? I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so this is the fold line right here. So I'm making these little tabs. So we're going to be making 4 tabs. So we cut there, here, and here. Alright, so these are the little tabs we've ended up creating. We're actually going to fold those in, and then we're going to fold this up on the sides here, and fold on the sides here. Okay? So now we're going to take some double-sided tape or glue. I'm actually going to use double-sided tape here. I'm going to put double-sided tape here on my little tabs. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to fold this in. So I'm matching this corner up with the edge there. It will match up perfectly because it's all 2 inches deep, right? And these tabs are being glued on the inside. Okay. Alright, so there's one side of our box. Alright, so we're making the boxes that kind of with a bottom and top so the lids pull off, so that it's kind of a cute little gift box. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing here. We're just cutting in from the sides here to make our little tabs. Messed up my scoring, so ignore that little mark there. My little mess up marks there. Alright, and then once again, I'm going to put double-sided tape on my little tabs. Alright, and I'm going to fold all these little pieces in here. Emphasize all my little folds. Alright, we fold that up, and then we're going to glue that right onto the inside of the flap there, just like we did with the last box. Okay, now remember that one sheet was 1/16 of an inch smaller on two sides. That 1/16 of an inch is going to be what makes it so then you have a top and bottom of your box. And it fits perfectly nice and snug. So there we have it. So that's how to make a box, okay? So now you can wrap a ribbon, you can put a little gift tag on it, make it really cute, and you can use, of course, more fun paper. So now let's talk about all the other fun options. Now you know how to make a box. Okay. So now we have this fun paper. This is so beautiful. I love the cherry blossoms. I'm pretty sure that's what that flower is, but it could just be beautiful blossoms. It's just a nice paper. And then the back side of that has little hearts on it, which is pretty cute. I love how elegant this paper is. It's just so gorgeous. So I want to make the bottom of my box. I'm just going to use that same lightweight chipboard there. I'm going to make my box, this one, just 1.5 inches tall. So now remember, for the top of the box, I need to recut my paper here because the top of the box is the bigger piece and the bottom of the box is going to be the smaller piece. So let's go ahead and recut this here. We're going to do this together. All right. So this backing piece here, let's make this 7 3/4. We'll make this 9 3/4. Okay, so that's going to be the bottom of the box. All right, so now we're going to make this a 1/16 of an inch larger. So we go to the 7 3/4, and then I'm going to just add on a 1/16 of an inch. And on this side we have 9 3/4, and I'm going to add on just a 1/16 of an inch. Okay. Because remember, the top needs to be a little bit bigger than the bottom. All right, so now that's what we have there. You see a little bit of the pink showing on two sides there, on the top and on the left. All right, now we can go into scoring our paper. All right, so I'm going to do 1.5 inches. I'm going to do that on all 4 sides here. And I'm going to do the same thing with this paper. Now this is a lighter weight cardstock, but it's perfect for a lid. I don't need to press nearly as hard as I'm making my scoring lines, which again we're just doing at 1.5 inches on all 4 sides. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and make our little tabs. Again, we're just going to cut right there at that little edge on the corner. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and fold in. Okay, we're going to put double-sided tape on each of these corner tabs. Alright, now we're going to fold this in and bring this right to the corner here. And here, here, and here. Alright, so now we have a cute little lid. And I love that underside with the little hearts on it, which is perfect for the inside of a cute little box like that. We're going to do the same thing here where we cut our little tabs. Folding in. Right, and double-sided tape here and here. And then we're going to fold this in and put it right onto the inside edge there. Oops. And here, and here. All right, then we have our lid, which will fit on. Oh, this should fit perfectly. I'm realizing my tab edge here stuck out just a little bit too much. to see the, there we go. Whew, that's a tight fit, but it does work. All right, so now we have our two cute little boxes. To finish off this one, especially if you're doing a cute little card box or a cute little gift box of some kind, you can finish this off with a cute little bit of ribbon. I'm gonna tie this the other way around. And we'll finish that on the front here. I love this new pink sheer ribbon here with this adorable floral background paper. So you get your cute little gift box. Okay. All right, so now let's talk about making little windows into our gift boxes. All right, so in order to get the little windows into a gift box, you do need some sort of die cut or a punch to get the shape, okay? So what I've done here is I cut that same beautiful floral paper. I have two different, I have a front and back here, so I have one that's an 1/8 of an inch small, or 1/16 of an inch smaller on two sides. So what's cool about this is that you can make one the top and one the bottom, and one can have hearts and one can have more of the floral. So that's kind of a cool way to use your front and backs of your pattern papers, okay? So first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to decide the size of my box. I'm probably just going to do a 1-inch height box. So I'm going to start out by just scoring 1 inch on all 4 sides. And I'm going to do the same thing here with this paper. 1 inch with all 4 sides. And now, right here in the middle of my scoring, I don't know if you guys can even see that. See if you have the score lines on all 4 sides here. Right here in the middle, I'm going to cut out a shape. Now, to do this, to run it through your die cut machine, your box has to kind of be a small box, because to go through that 6-inch wide amount of space for your die cut machine, this can't be any wider than 6 inches. I'm going to show you what I mean here in just a second. Okay, so this is our die cut machine. I know mine's a little, it's seen some better days here. It's just an old machine. So this is the die cut machine. So this amount of space is what that paper has to go through. So it can't be any wider than this, okay? So now I want to get a fun shape for the cutout of my front of my box here. I'm just going to use a little circle here. I want to make sure that I'm cutting on the inside of the 2 fold scoring lines that I have there. This will be a perfect size for that. I'm going to lay down my die cut. That's a circle die cut there. So I'm just going to run it through my machine here. Just cut that out. Cuts out that little shape. All right, and I can use this for something else later. Right. Put my circles away here. Okay, so then this amount of space here, where behind that fold line, okay, that's where we're going to maybe put a little piece of acetate. So I need to figure out what that amount of space is. Grab my ruler here and measure in between the 2 fold lines. So it's going to be about 4 inches. So 4 inches by 4 inches. So I'm going to cut a piece of acetate to go behind that. So acetate, for those of you that don't know, is this clear plastic sheet here. I'm going to cut out a piece here that was 4 inches by 4 inches. I'm actually going to make it just shy of 4 inches, so like a 1/16 inch less than 4 inches. And that's going to make it so then that way it's not right up to the very edge of the inside of my box, but rather just shy of it. So that way it will actually fit in place. Then I'm actually just going to use a little tiny bit of double-sided tape here. Right on the back side around my circle. Now I'm going to actually I'm going to cut my tabs right now, because I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see where I'm going to put the acetate unless my tabs are closed here. Alright, so just like we did before, we're closing the tabs. Okay, we put double-sided tape on each one of those little tab marks. Alright, and then we're going to fold this up and tuck it in. So now, that little piece of acetate, because you have this open box here, right? We're going to glue this on the back side of this. I'm going to put just a little bit of double-sided tape right along the edge of my circles, my cutout circle. I'm going to do this on all 4 sides here. So just put little tabs of tape in each of those 4 corners. And now I'm going to take my piece of acetate, and I'm just going to press that right in there. Put it to the edge of the 4 corners. And that should press in place perfectly, which it does. All right, cute. Oh. Well, I'm really hoping that I cut out the circle out of the right size one. I guess we're about ready to find out. We are about ready to find out if I did this properly. You want to make sure you cut the circle out of the larger of your 2 pieces here. I might be redoing this. Oh, I think I actually want the hearts to be seen through the box here. I might have messed up, but you'll get the idea. This is me forgetting to measure, forgetting to look at which piece I had cut a little bit smaller. Of course, I want the smaller piece to be on the bottom. All right, let's see what we did here. Did I do this properly? I did! Yay! Oh, look how cute that box is. Oh my gosh, how fun. So now you can put like little candies or little gifts inside there. Isn't that so sweet? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that worked out. Yay! Love it when that happens. Okay, so now we're going to go on to some other ideas. So, once again, we have our little pieces here. So I cut out 2 of the pieces of the chipboard. One's just a 1/16 of an inch smaller than the other side. So I'm going to do the bottom of the box first. The top of the box, I actually cut out another piece that's going to be the same. Oh, did I make this the same size? Oh yes, okay. So this is going to be this, I cut this piece to be the same size as our other piece, but I actually think I need to, now that I think about this, we're actually going to do something differently with this piece. So I have a cut piece for the top and a cut piece for the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and score those and get our box made, and then we'll decorate the front, which will be very fun. All right, I'm going to make this just 1 inch in height here. Again, scoring it at the 1 inch mark on all 4 sides. And on all 4 sides here. And then we're going to do our trimming. So we're going to cut our tabs. And we're going to cut these tabs. All right, and now we're going to put our double-sided tape on. Whoops. On all 4 little tabs here. All right, now we're going to fold these in. And glue our little tabs in place. All right. If you have this little excess that sometimes sticks off the edge, I don't know if you can see that kind of excess there, you can take a pair of scissors and trim that off. Okay, luckily I don't have very much excess this time, but just keep that in mind. Sometimes if you're like, oh, my box isn't fitting, you might just need to trim those edges so they don't catch. Oh, so I need to make sure, I need to figure out which is my top and which is my bottom here. I need to undo these tabs really fast here so I can figure that out. So, okay, so that one is my top. I'm going to leave the top one unglued for just a moment because I'm going to run that one through the die cut machine, but not quite yet. I'm going to run it through in just a second. All right. So the bottom of my box is made. I'm going to put that to the side. this little guy, I'm gonna actually just measure the inside space here because I'm gonna cut my decorative paper to fit on the front of this. So I'm gonna make this, it's 6 inches by 3 inches. So I'm gonna cut this to be 6 by 3. Now I'm going to glue this onto the front of my paper here, and I'm going to put glue on all 4 sides, and I match this up right here in the middle of my box. I have a little bit of brown showing on the left and right there as my box closes, but I'm going to leave it, it's fine. Now I'm going to get out one of my other die cuts here, and I'm going to pick one of these rounded rectangles here for cutting out the middle of my box. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to lay this down. Okay, so we're going to lay this inside here, and we're going to run this through here. Lay that on, and run it through the die cut machine. Okay, so now we have this piece that pops right out, cuts out both at the same time. And then we're going to cut our acetate piece to fit right behind this. Okay, so our acetate piece we're going to cut is going to be that 6 by 3 inch size as well. Okay. Alright. So cut that down, so 3. And I'm going to do just shy of 3, right, because we want to make sure that it will actually fit on the back side of that top of the little box there. And then just shy of 6. Okay. So now we'll take our little piece here, and I already put double-sided tape here, so just be careful if you're following along with me. I'm going to put double-sided tape into each of these little corners here, and this is just going to hold our little piece of acetate in place. Actually, I put a larger piece there, but that's okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down. And now I'm going to go ahead and put my little tabs together there. All right. I think I'm going to need actually a little more tape to bring it through the die cut. Some of that became not as sticky. All right, and now I'm going to fold that up here. And on this side here, and here, and here. Isn't that so cute? And now, just to make it even more fun, I'm going to cut out one of these cute little bunnies here. Better than that, I promise. Because I want to kind of make this kind of cute, like it might be like a little Easter, kind of a Easter surprise, or a cute little spring happiness kind of a box. Maybe you have some fun little treats or something you want to put in there. Round that the best I can. So I'm going to put that in the middle. Oh, so cute. I know, it's a little tiny bit of double-sided tape, but you might be able to see on the other side. Oh, not so bad, actually. Okay, so now, just to fill the box, especially because we can see through to the inside there, I have this little bit of cute raffia here. Kind of the natural colors of raffia. And this would be super fun, especially if you're doing kind of a little, let me get some of this side here. Especially if you're doing kind of a little Easter themed kind of a thing. And you want some, if you have like some little chocolates or something. And what's cool about raffia is that you can actually, what I like to do is actually just cut this up a little bit. I want to make kind of like a grass kind of a thing inside the box. I'm going to cut some of that up a little bit and kind of wrap that in there. Raffia can be a little messy, but it's also really fun. Okay. So get our cute little bits and pieces in here. Kind of depending on what you're wanting to create. And then let's go get some cute little chocolates. Hold on. So technically, these are not really very specific to Easter, but they are the coconut chocolates. And how cute are those on a little tiny bit of raffia? Kind of look like little eggs in a basket. Isn't that so sweet? I'm actually going to take a moment and actually just trim these off because they're driving me crazy here, and I actually want my box to close. I could just tuck all that in, but it's a little unruly there. You want it to be kind of cute. Okay, so then once you have all those little things in, then you can close up your cute little box. And actually, I think I might have some raffia kind of hanging off the edge a little bit. I think I'm actually kind of okay with that. Makes it look and feel just a little bit more springy. And there we have it. Isn't that so cute with the little chocolates inside? Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Yay! All right, you guys. So there we have today's fun demo on making cute little boxes. Hope you guys had lots of fun. I hope you learned something new. Hope you just enjoy my fun little, cute little box ideas. All right, you guys. Have a fun day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.